Alright everybody, today we're going to be hopping in looking at some hair system cringe stuff. I found some stuff I gotta show you guys that you're not going to believe. The internet's a crazy place. Let's hop right in there. Alright, so this first video is from Luis Fernando. Now these guys look kind of familiar. Y'all know who they are? So, let's keep on watching. Cool. So they're teaching us how it works. Now, this Luis Fernando is advertising, saying that starting on May 9th, 2019, we are overwhelmed and humbled, which is definitely a professional word. We are humbledly the feedbacks and reviews we received online from our customers. We are a provider of the latest Derma Skin hair system unit that is made of, so they are selling hair system units. Now let me show you something. This guy right here that they're advertising, does he look familiar at all to you? Well, let's look at this. Oh my gosh, it is actually Mr. Quiff & Co. So look at this. They actually stole Quiff & Co.'s video, re-uploaded it as a way to sell their own hair system units. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that is pretty much fraud. That's pretty much stealing someone else's content, and it's false advertising. So on all fronts, I'm not really sure what's going on here or why this is allowed or how in this world where it's okay to do that. This is so antiquated. Like, how is this okay that this is happening? It really like grinds my gears super hard, because you think you're gonna buy one thing over here, turns out you're gonna buy this other thing right here, and you've been lied to. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me. Greed, right? Greed. But still, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there. Now, this is definitely not all. I wanted to show you guys some other stuff, because there's a lot of people out there that are doing this kind of stuff, and they're doing false advertising. This is Easy Wigs, I guess, C Wigs. I don't even know. I've never heard of this place before. But if you type in wigs or hair systems for men on Google shopping results, these are some of the first things that come up. So these are what people think that they're going to either be getting. They are ordering from these people, and they're obviously not getting what they're purchasing, right? That makes sense. So once again, these people have stolen Quiff & Co.'s images and their marketing and their branding, and they're marketing it to people. Now, okay, I don't know about you guys, but looking at this right here and getting this, I don't know about that. Okay, so let's look at this now. Best toupee, 100% human hair, super Swiss lace, European version hairpiece replacement system for men, 80%. It's a super Swiss. I don't know what the hell that means. But let's look at the hairline right here. That is not a hair system. It is not a hair system. You can tell by right here, this hair, this gray hair over here on the left side, that is not from a hair system. It is way too they're extraneous hairs that are coming down from the main hairline. This is something that happens with natural hairlines quite a bit, but not with hair systems. I mean, you can pluck the hairline to make it more graduated and to look a little bit more natural, or to show like recession, but you can't really do the opposite. You can't create extraneous hair there. And oh, this is the wig that they're advertising. It's supposed to be like that. Let's look at this guy. Okay, this guy right here does not have a hair system. Like you can see, it's just the hairline is irregular. There's recession, but it's not a plucked recession. Once again, they're advertising that he is wearing a hair system. And they're selling it for 140 bucks too. Like, it's not the cheapest thing in the world. It's cheaper than Lord hair, but still. Once again, let's look at this guy. He's not wearing a hair system. He's just not, and they're advertising that he is. It's this case in point over and over again. Now this guy is definitely wearing a hair system. Not exactly great blending, but it's honest, I guess. This guy definitely wearing a hair system. See, this is honest advertising, and some of these are better than others. I think the hairstyles are a big reason why these don't necessarily look the best, but still, they're real, and props to them. I can't believe I have to give props to someone for being honest. Like, I feel like a scolding dad. Like, I'm not gonna give you credit for being honest with me. Once again, right here, they're showing this guy. This is a natural hairline. This is not a hair system. You can see right here that there is some recession of his natural hair, that it's just not a hair system, and they're selling this as if this is somehow going to give the result that people are seeing in those images, and it's just not cool. So I don't really know how or why this is going on, but I just kind of makes me sick inside, and it really frustrates me because it's giving the industry a bad rep. And when people go out and they're trying to get a result that is either unachievable or they're not getting it from the right person, you know, they're buying from crappy places because they're using fake images that show better results. It's not cool. But you know what? I've seen other companies do this. I have seen hair system manufacturers. Take a look at this. Now, if we look at this website right here, this is a hair system, right? These are hair systems, and they make sense. That's a believable hairline. But this right here, this is not a hair system. This is not a hair system, and this is on a fairly predominant hair system distributor, if you will, someone that's selling hair systems, and they're just getting away with it. Like, I don't know why they think that they can advertise this stuff. Now, the last one I wanted to show you today is this video. This is happening over in Delhi, New Delhi, it looks like. So let's take a look at this procedure and what's going on here, shall we? So guy walks in. Guess what? He is losing all his hair. Probably has more hair than me, though, to be honest. Okay. It's an interesting way to do the cutting. They're not doing it with a razor. Instead, he's cutting a line with scissors. And there we go. It's creating a hard part, it looks like. Razoring down the hair. Cutting the general hair. Shaving his eyebrows. No, I'm joking. Giving hard edges. Alright. And now it looks like we're applying some super sticky acrylic adhesive. Blech. I don't know how you guys use that stuff. It's so hard to apply, and I don't enjoy it. And here comes the hair system. I think this is a silk base, if I'm not mistaken. I love how he just like flips down the end of the hair system like he's a god. Alright, so interesting. Right up here, up front, look at this right here. So in part of the video, they showed that he actually has his front hairline right here. I'm not sure if this has been transplanted in, or if he naturally had recession from his crown and none from this part of his head, but that is actually his natural hair. So you can see that, you can see right here that he is retaining his front hairline and he's shaving down everything else. This right here, his nose is right here, it's covered by a mask, but this is actually his hair. So he has natural hair, if you will, up front. So what they're doing, right, is they're blending the hair system into the natural hair. It starts right about there. All right, now it looks like he's taking out some of the density with thinners. Giving him a style. Look at that little ducktail almost. Oh, and we're gonna give him some hair dye. Some hair dye. Bloop. Bloop. Let's see what the final result is. And the final result is... Alright, take a look. So, this is interesting. Now, I'm curious about your guys' opinion. So, I see this right here, and I think a couple things. First, he's obviously of Indian, I don't know his specific descent, Arabian, but they have very, very thick hair, and they can get away with a lot of density, way more than someone who is European. But this is still so much density. If we compare these two guys, right, like look at him over here. Now I'm assuming, I really feel like this is natural hair. It could be a hair system, but the volume in his hair and the overall density is lower than this guy's right here. Now this just feels like it was plopped on top, and I don't think it's helped by the hard part. I don't know if they were trying to, what exactly they were thinking with the hard part, but I really don't think that's a good look, especially for a hair system. I think it'd be better to have the very side right here fall down and blend, and then have the rest kicked up. It looks like it was plopped on top of his head, and also the shape on the sides, there's too much hair on the sides. If that was the style that he's going to, is trying to replicate his friend right here, like this is just like bloop. These are not good lines that are aesthetic really to look at. It should be, I don't even know what they were thinking when they were doing this. There's a lot of stuff though out there that feels a lot like that. It's just bad execution. So, you know, what can we learn from this today, guys? Like, don't be fooled by images that you see from online sellers. Number one, we covered that. Two, some people are stealing other people's content. And number three, what we see here is that, man, once again, with the density and the volume, don't plop it on your head. And if you do want to go with the undercut look, you got to be very, very careful to get it right. You got to get the right density. You know, you got to pluck the right hairline. Excuse me. You got to pluck the hairline correctly. You gotta get all the individual parts right. It's a hard style to be convincing with a hair system. Like, you can get away with it and people are not going to know, but it's definitely going to push the boundaries of what looks normal. Anyways, guys, hope that was helpful. I enjoy doing these hair cringe things because just seeing like what is out there, what is good, what is bad, it's really revealing what's possible and what we need to be careful of. So anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.